Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and make sure you throw a thumbs up so this gets out to everybody and everybody could use this useful information. We talk about all things narcissistic and toxic people related and the avenue that we take to heal. I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking. Anyway, feel a lot better today, obviously. But that's yesterday brought up my topic for today. Purging out that negative energy. The negative energy is going to build up inside you. It's going to build and build and build. Slowly but surely, you're going to learn how to keep it at bay. You're going to learn how to suppress it. You're going to learn how to hold it back and not let it affect your life as you go on. Maybe you'll reach a time where you don't allow the negative energy to affect you. But if you're newly out of a narcissistic relationship, a toxic relationship, or if you're still in a relationship that's toxic, you are most definitely going to feel that stress and that anger and that frustration and that anxiety and that just overwhelming feeling of rage. Perfectly normal. Yesterday, I had a little purge. I woke up in the morning yesterday morning feeling fucking ready to fucking chew somebody's head off. Thankfully, I've learned to channel my negative energies in a space that is cohesive with healing. I don't lash out at people anymore. I mean, this is very recent. I would say the last month I've curtailed my lashing out. I didn't want to, but I couldn't stop myself. But now I just hit my heavy bag at least once a day. I work out every day. I do a lot of poetry now. I used to do it before. Obviously, in the narcissistic relationship, you're not allowed to have anything, especially if you're better than them at it. And she attempted to write poetry a couple times, and it was hard for me to keep a straight face that, you know, I guess A for effort, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't really fucking matter. If you want me to be really honest, the fucking poetry was complete shit. But whatever. Art is in the eye of the beholder. But you still have to get that purge out every once in a while. It's going to build up in you. And when it builds up in you, find a healthy avenue. The reason that I did it yesterday on the video was because I was afraid and I feared that it was starting to look appear, which is not realistic at all. I have my moments. I'm going through it just like everybody else is. I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate it in a way that is the most healthy possible that I can muster up at that time. There's been a couple of times actually that I was pretty full of piss and vinegar, and I was going to make a video and I decided not to at that time just because I didn't want to. But the one reason that I made this channel was I wanted to show rather what it's actually like surviving a toxic narcissistic relationship. Really, not like 7 things that are gonna make you survive, not all that bullshit. I mean, this is just me talking. It's me voicing my mind and where I'm at that day. Every day is different. Some days are more hopeful than others. Some days are I mean, I don't want it to be mistaken in any way, shape, or form that I'm not going through it, because I really fucking am. There's still times that I miss her. But what I've learned is I've learned to shake that off pretty quickly. I just tell myself, dude, no, we're not doing this, okay? You're gonna shift your mindset. And there's been times where I've tried to do that and it just fucking did not work. Next thing you know, I'm fucking ruminating again. And then I get away from it and I'm ruminating again. I get away from it and I'm ruminating again. You know? So please don't get it twisted. Like, I'm doing fucking leaps and bounds better than I was the first day that I made this channel. By leaps and bounds. But I am in no way, shape, or form fucking healed and completely over it and all that stuff. I'm just doing better. I think, to be honest with you, I'm more realistic with my expectation of what that fucking bitch is capable of and not capable of. Good and bad. She's capable of fucking trench fucking warfare to a low level that I am just not willing to go. So I am not trying to get in the fucking trench fight with her. However, I have my methods of dealing with her. You gotta remember, we still have 2 underage kids that, you know, for example, I'll give you an example actually. On Monday or Tuesday, my middle daughter, so I get a text message every time my younger daughter is absent from school. This used to be an issue right after COVID because it was like getting back into it. I told my boss, I was like, listen, if you want to fire me, fucking fire me. You want to lay me off, I don't give a shit. But my kids are fucking not going to school. My wife is not taking care of it, and they're more important to me than this job fucking ever is. So I need a job site that's as local to my house as possible, and I need to make sure that they are up and moving, and I need to be able to get there quick. You know, I'd still be at work, but I would handle it from work, and there was a couple of times I had to leave work and go home, get their ass dressed. You're going to school, no ifs, ands, or fucking buts. Once they realized, okay, dad might not be here, but dad is fucking basically around the corner, and he'll be here within 5-10 minutes, and he will make us go to school, they just got up and went. Ever since this fucking bullshit, they're not going to school again. I have no control over it now. I can't even call the fucking school and tell them, you know, like, what's going on. I mean, you know, it's like I could call CPS or something like that, do something fucking crazy, but what's that really gonna solve? You know, all it's gonna do is get the fucking kids taken away, because I can't get them back because there's a fucking restraining order. So I gotta figure out that first. And then, you know, she's a piece of shit, and I'm sure, I mean, I don't know what shape the house that we lived in together is. It was good when I left, but, you know, little areas that she had taken over were fucking trash. So I don't know. Anyway, so she called me on Monday or Tuesday and was like, you know, my middle daughter is not going to school. She doesn't want to go. She said she's not going. You need to do something. And, you know, normally I would have said, like, how the fuck you expect me to do something from here? Blah, 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 and start arguing, right? I said, okay, no problem. I'll call her. So I called my daughter, and I had a really good conversation with her. It was probably about a half hour long. Why she didn't want to go to school, what she was dealing with, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I think she really felt heard, which was cool. But I still have to talk to the fucking narcissist every once in a while because of our daughters. I don't fucking have a choice, you know? Yeah, there's co-parenting apps and shit like that, but the narcissist that I'm dealing with, I personally feel like is a dark triad. She is for sure malignant, very covert, and extremely conniving. I mean, beyond manipulative, fucking just horrible, dude. She's horrible, okay? And I don't know how everybody else's narcissist is because I wasn't with the other narcissists, you know what I mean? I can only speak about mine. She's fucking like the worst of the worst, man. The worst of the fucking worst. But anyway, in my humble opinion anyway. So So I still have to talk to her once in a while. I deal with it in a different way now. I don't let it get to me. I don't, like, she talks shit every single time that I talk to her. She tries to kickstart it, and I can just hear it in her voice how frustrating it is that I'm not engaging it. And the fact that I'm not engaging it and she gets more frustrated makes me feel pretty good, you know? I'm not gonna lie. I felt even kind of a little bit weird saying that right now, to be honest with you, but it's like it's a fucking jab, you know? It's a fucking jab. So there's different ways of getting your anger and your frustrations out. There's different ways of releasing that energy. You got to find what's good for you. But you got to release that energy. Don't let that build up. What happened yesterday, I think I probably let it build up a little bit farther than it should have. You know, I'm dealing with some financial things at the moment. Different bullshit. My mom, in my opinion, she's toxic as fuck. I mean, I don't know if I would call her a narcissist per se. She definitely has very narcissistic traits, but to say full-blown MPD, I don't think so. But definitely like some psychopathy. I don't know. Maybe BPD. I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just going off of, you know, things that I've read and things that videos I've watched and the way I feel. Bottom line is I know she is fucking toxic. My wife, on the other hand, full-blown, like, she's just full-blown narcissistic. She just, everything she does is fucking narcissistic. It's almost, if like I was doing a case study or something, she would be like the fucking prime candidate, because you could study all aspects of narcissism because she fucking checks every box. But again, off topic, sorry. Just release that energy. Get it out. Get away from it. You know, don't bury it to the point of like you can't get it back up. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to like channel it. You know what I mean? Like, get it to a spot where you're like, okay, you know, I can cope with this right now. I can deal with it. I'll deal with this, you know, later, whatever. Because a lot of times when you get frustrated, for myself, when I get frustrated, when I get pissed off, angry, anxious, all those negative feelings, it's always in the freaking most unopportune time for it to happen, and it does. And it's very it sucks. Keep it simple, it sucks. But that's my advice for you. And like I said, guys, like, I'm in nowhere near like just healed and perfect and in a good, you know, spot. Like, I'm in a better spot than I was, but I'm in no way healed, and I've got a long way to go, and I have my moments. If I had a camera, you know, if each one of you was a fly on the wall all day watching me, you'd be like, oh, okay, you know. So I just don't want this channel to be unrealistic in the expectation of yourself, that's like, oh, well, he's just fucking like, you know, he's just jamming. No. What I'm doing, actually, what I think is, I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work. I'm doing, you know, I mentioned Richard Grannon. I really like Richard Grannon. He's honest about it. Like, he's straightforward about it. He's like, you know, you can't be a pussy. You know, like, you have to be tough, you know? You know, it's like the song, you know, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough, right? That's it. But I do my emotional literacy work every single day. You know, it's when you feel your emotions, you describe them, and, you know, anyway, emotional literacy. Look up Richard Grannon emotional literacy. That'll help. Plus, I guess I'm more realistic about who I am and what I want, and, you know, Like, I realized I deserve more. I deserve better than that. Like, I don't burden what she should take the responsibility for. Even though she doesn't take it, then that means nobody takes it. Because I'm not taking her responsibility for her. And that's what she wants me to do. And I'm not going to do that. And I've done that in the past. Every time that anything's ever happened, I'm the responsible party regardless. And I just took it on the chin, took it on the chin, took it on the chin, took it on the chin. No. No more. I'm not taking it on the chin. That doesn't mean... so that responsibility in your heart, you know, that belongs to her. That's her. She fucked up. That's her responsibility. She is the guilty party in this instance. I've also taken responsibility for where I fucking fell short. You know, I wasn't perfect. I didn't do the right thing all the time. You know, the fact of the matter is, you know, I gave her opportunities I gave her the ammo at points for her to fucking unleash. Now, did I think she would do that? You know, no. I thought she would, you know, people make mistakes in relationships. Nobody's perfect. And, you know, you live and let live, and you let go, and, you know, you forgive, and you move on. That's the problem. Every mistake I made, she never moved on. So, yes, I made mistakes, but it just fucking basically every one of them buried me to the point of I didn't want to make a mistake. I tried not to make a mistake, and nobody's perfect. So every mistake that I did make was like the fucking end of the world, not only to her, but to me too. So there's a lot of built up shit that I'm processing and going through. But like I said, I'm doing the work every single day. Maybe that's why you guys see, you know, progress in me, because I'm progressing. That's why there's progress. I'm nowhere near there yet. I don't want anybody thinking that. Whenever you are angry, upset, even sad, like whatever, it doesn't matter. Any emotion that you have, process it. You know what I mean? Think about it. And I would say don't do it in the moment. Don't try to process and think about it in the moment that you're having it, because you're unrealistic about that emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much easier to revisit it than it is to try to understand it in the moment. You know, reflecting back is always the best way to get the information, because in the moment, all you're trying to do is just stop it. You know what I mean? Trying to cope with it. So, anyway, guys, that's what I have for today. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I respect you all. Everybody that has commented on my videos, or liked them, or subscribed, I really do appreciate it. I was totally joking at the beginning of the video. That's just plain just not me. That's not who I am. So it's, you know, I mean, although my daughter's boyfriend, he is a video editor, and he was like, yeah, dude, I could do you a cool intro and all this shit. And I was like, so maybe I might get a fucking intro. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please have a great day. If at least have a good day, have a productive day. That's going to lead to a good day automatically. All right? I'll see you guys next time.